The camera panned across the faces of the judges as the next America's Got Talent contestant walked out on stage. A moment of confusion washed over the panel. Simon Cowell raised his brow, Sofia Vergara tilted her head, and Heidi Klum squinted into the lights. There, in a black sequin jacket, tight pants, and aviator shades, stood none other than Tom Sandoval. Yes, that Tom Sandoval. The reality TV personality and musician who became a household name thanks to his tenure on Bravo's Vanderpump Rules. And more recently, his headline-making personal life. But no one expected to see him here. Not now. Not on this stage. The audience, too, needed a second. A few tentative claps turned into full-blown cheers as people slowly realized who was standing before them. Tom smiled, almost nervously, and took off his sunglasses. "Hey guys," he said into the mic, his voice cracking just slightly. "I'm Tom. Some of you might know me from television, but tonight I'm not here for drama. I'm here for music. I want to share a part of me that not many people have seen or taken seriously." That was true. Sandoval, frontman of the cover band Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras, had long dabbled in performance, but it had always existed somewhere between passion project and Bravo sideshow. Now, in front of millions, it seemed he wanted to be seen differently. Simon leaned forward. "Are you actually auditioning, or is this a prank?" he asked, half joking, half genuinely curious. Tom chuckled. "No prank. This is real. I know my story has been messy, very messy. But this is about a fresh start." With that, he gave the cue to the band. Yes, a full backup band that had been silently assembling behind the curtain. The curtain parted, revealing a small ensemble of musicians dressed to match Sandoval's glittery glam rock aesthetic. Guitars, drums, keyboard, brass. The works. Then came the first note. Tom launched into an original rock ballad titled Rebuild, which he purportedly co-written during the peak of his post-scandal exile. The lyrics were heavy with introspection. "I broke the house I built with fire / now I rise from my own ashes higher." His voice wasn't pitch perfect, but it was raw, sincere. There was grit, pain, and something that felt like a genuine attempt at atonement. The audience sat still for most of the performance, something rare in a setting where noise usually dominates. And then, just before the final chorus, he stepped off the stage and walked toward the judges' table, eyes locked on Simon. "I know I'm not your typical contestant," he said mid-song, "but music saved me. It gave me focus when the world turned its back." The lights dimmed. A final high note, and then silence. A beat passed, then another. Howie Mandel was the first to speak. "I'll be honest. I didn't expect that. At all. I thought this would be a joke. But it's not. I think you just prove you belong on this stage, not just behind a reality TV bar." Heidi nodded, clearly moved. "I've known you as a personality, not a performer. But there's something very raw about what you just did. That took guts." Sofia clapped enthusiastically. "It's like we saw a completely different person." Simon paused, as always, before giving his judgment. "You're either extremely brave or extremely foolish," he said bluntly. "But I respect this. I don't think you'll win the show. But I think you're trying to win something else. And maybe that matters more." The crowd erupted. There were audible gasps as the judges deliberated quickly, then gave him 3 yeses. Simon gave the only no, but not without a smile. "Come back stronger," he said. Backstage, Sandoval was swarmed by AGT staffers and fellow contestants, some shocked, others inspired. In an interview immediately following the performance, he said, "I don't care if I go to the next round. I just wanted to show people I'm more than headlines, that I can change." Social media lit up within minutes. #TimonAct trended on X, formerly Twitter, as clips from the performance circulated widely. Some fans mocked him, others offered support, and a surprising number expressed genuine surprise at his vulnerability. "Did I just cry at a Tom Sandoval performance? 2025 is wild," one post read. Meanwhile, over on Reddit, the Bravo community exploded in debate. Some called it a redemption arc. Others dismissed it as performative. "He's just trying to pivot," one user wrote. "It's PR disguised as sincerity." But others pushed back. Even if it is, does that mean it can't be real growth? The performance also drew the attention of his former Vanderpump castmates. Ariana Madix, Sandoval's ex and a central figure in the scandal that rocked reality TV last year, was notably silent on social media. However, Sheena Shea posted an Instagram story showing her watching the episode, captioned with a simple, "Dame." Lala Kent, never one to hold back, went live on her podcast the next morning. "I was shook," she admitted. "Not gonna lie, part of me wanted to roll my eyes, but he showed something different. Do I forgive him? Hell no. But I can admit when someone surprises me." In a twist no one saw coming, Sandoval's song, "Rebuilt," charted on iTunes the day after the episode aired. It shot into the top 20 of the singer-songwriter category and sparked a conversation about whether he would release more music and whether his AGT journey was just the beginning. Producers of the show also acknowledged the buzz. A spokesperson said, "We had no idea how viewers would react, but that's what AGT is about, being surprised." And Tom Sandoval brought that in spades. As the competition moves forward, Sandoval is slated to return for the Judge Cuts round, where he'll perform another original piece. Sources close to the show claim he's working with a vocal coach and choreographer to elevate the performance. Rumors even suggest he might bring a special guest, possibly a former co-star or even a surprise celebrity musician. For now, one thing is clear. Tom Sandoval isn't just leaning into reinvention. He's sprinting headfirst toward it. Whether it's enough to rebuild his reputation remains to be seen. But in a single televised moment, he managed to flip the narrative, even if temporarily, from scandal to second chance. The audition marked not just an artistic gamble, but a public reckoning. For years, Sandoval had been known for curated moments, Bravo reunions, and social media stunts. But in those 3.5 minutes on stage, stripped of pretense, he gave audiences something undeniably rare in the realm of celebrity redemption. A moment that felt real. Viewers will be watching closely as the season continues. Will he falter under pressure, or will he rise again? And more importantly, will America embrace the new Tom Sandoval, or hold on to the old one? Even critics who once dismissed him are now paying attention. Entertainment Weekly's recap called his performance the most unpredictable moment of the season so far, while Variety described it as a surprising turn from reality TV's most controversial figure. Behind the scenes, Tom has reportedly hired a new publicist, one focused on rebranding him for a career beyond Bravo. Sources close to the star say he's been in touch with songwriters and has taken meetings with independent music producers interested in capitalizing on the momentum. As his AGT journey continues, so does the larger question: can someone who broke public trust win it back, one song at a time? Tom Sandoval is betting everything on it. The second round of America's Got Talent brought a new energy to Tom Sandoval's journey. When his name appeared on the screen again during the Judge Cuts episode, viewers braced themselves. Was his first performance a fluke, or could he build on that unexpected momentum? He emerged on stage with noticeably more polish this time. Gone was the sequin jacket. Instead, he wore a fitted black suit, understated but sharp, with a single red flower pinned to the lapel. It was a quiet nod, perhaps, to his tumultuous past, one that he seemed determined not to let define him anymore. Before launching into his second original song, titled Echoes in the Hall, Tom addressed the judges and the crowd with more confidence than before. "Last time, I came here to prove I was more than the guy you see in tabloids. This time, I'm here to remind myself that I deserve to be seen, not just watched." He closed his eyes. The piano started, delicate and slow, as the lights dimmed to a soft violet glow. The song, haunting and emotionally charged, carried lyrics about confronting the versions of yourself that never left. "I still hear footsteps in the quiet / I still feel the sting in my own voice." There was no bravado, no theatrics, just Sandoval, a microphone, and a raw vocal delivery that silenced the room. When the final note faded out, there was a pause, then a standing ovation from Sophia and Heidi. Howie nodded in approval. Even Simon clapped. "You're doing something few people do successfully," Simon said. "You're using this platform to evolve, and this was a big step forward." I didn't expect to say this, but I think you deserve to be here. Social media responded immediately. He's not the villain anymore. He's the underdog. One post read. Another added, Tom Sandoval just earned my respect tonight. Didn't think I'd ever say that. As Sandoval exited the stage, the camera caught him wiping his eyes. Maybe from relief, or maybe from something deeper. One thing was certain. This wasn't just an audition anymore. It was a transformation playing out in real time.